Well, it's the 4th of July weekend, and many of the things we're going to do over the holiday will center around Maryland's waters.
Now, one oyster filters 50 gallons of water per day by itself. And we have just 1% the amount of oysters in the Chesapeake Bay than when Captain John Smith came up the bay in the early 1600s.
Well, WMAR 2 News' Don Harrison tells us about an Annapolis man who wants to paddle his way to a better bay.
If you live in Maryland, you are fully aware that the Chesapeake Bay and all its tributaries are one of the biggest charms of Maryland. And to keep it that way, the water has to stay clean. There's one Annapolis man who's doing everything he can to make sure it stays that way.
That brackish water sort of gets into your veins. Right?
Chris Hopkinson discovered the beauty of the bay by paddle boarding, so he decided he wanted to raise money to add more oysters to the bay. His daughter Emma joined him today on his training run.
I think it's for a good cause, but I think he's crazy.
Well, what young daughter doesn't think his dad is a little crazy, but this time Emma might have a point. Chris wants to paddle from Havre de Grace to Virginia Beach. That's about 240 miles in 9 days. He's doing this to benefit the Oyster Recovery Partnership. Flying Dog Brewery and Salt Life has sponsored him. He is hoping to raise $200,000. Chris says if you pitch in just $10 to the cause, it will make a difference.
And I'm incredibly grateful to having the opportunity to live here, that my future generation, our kids, are able to enjoy it as much as we have.
I just like to swim in cleaner water.
Chris will be paddling along the same routes that Captain John Smith did when he came up the bay in 1608. On Cox Creek, Don Harrison, WMAR 2 News.